listened to me and embraced my ideas. He felt I was a wonder to behold, the feminist of feminists, he would call me. He placed me upon a pedestal, one I never knew existed. He showed me this place where I could shine, and Don knew. He saw my potential and told me regularly the greatness I could achieve, and he made it so. He started Cool Mondays. I was to be his partner in crime. The lavish introductions and piles of praises. I never imagined I could be worth so much gold as he placed upon my writings and my mere presence. I saw how he did that for everyone. Each time I was introduced to someone new, their own virtues were laid out to me, and I saw how he treasured everyone. The wealth amassed by the Pope. I learned to love each one, and we continued to keep one another close because of the Pope. His heart was fathomless. He forgave us our sins and loved us still. He gave us words to live by and showed us he loved us no less. His love and wisdom were without limit. Don, I dedicate all my writings to you. Your visions of my success and brilliance. Your words of guidance and esteem. Every day I see your influence in all aspects of my life. Your everlasting faith in me. To be a writer, a performer, a feminist, to make something of myself worthy of our dreams. But there wouldn't have been dreams if you hadn't given me the inspiration. I thank you for being in my life, for seeing the potential, for giving me an outlet, for showing me the truth, for being my father, for being the Pope to us all. I love you. We all love you. Always. Don also had a great saying, let's party naked. So what do when you party naked? And you usually end up fucking. So this one is called Let's Fuck. Come on, let's have a good old Comfest here. Let's Russian duck. My monkey wants to peel your banana. Fly your canary into my cage. Put your horse to my pasture. And my bunny wants to hop on your carrot. Bake your loaf in my oven. Drop your pickle in my barrel. Pick my lock with your key. And pop your jack in my box. straight for my bullseye and detonate your dynamite, my quarry. Plant your tree of love in my promised land and shoot your bayonet at my happy hunting ground. Let Captain Standish explore my Cape of Good Hope and thrust your torch of Cupid in my cave and ignite my bonfire at your bonfire and my burning shame. Have your Saint Peter ascend to heaven and say a high mass and send your devil straight to my hell. Everybody, wow, that was pretty awesome. You can catch her with the Columbus Burlesque Collective around town, and she also performs solo stuff. I'm going to do jazz that was written by the late great Don Pavlicek, and it actually, this stage right here is called the I Wish You Jazz stage, and as Lady Monster had mentioned, it's because Don Pavlicek brought the stage here to Comfest and the different beer booths. He was very instrumental in getting Comfest the way it is today. And like she said, he passed in 1999. But he first wrote this poem in 1995, and thus the name of the jazz stage, I Wish You Jazz, based on this poem. So here it goes. The meditated inspiration, the carnal jubilation, the soulful interpretation of my vagabond delinquency. Jazz touched the physical reality. It was the emotional mooring, the intellectual stimulation of my factory-bound world. On George Shearing, jazz at the Phil, down with the NJQ. I was gone on Brubeck, and I dug Duke the most. I was a hipster, a music junkie, and at times when hip was hep. When I was draped, I was ultra cool. I was blackboard jungle delicious. Jazz is the emotion of the moment, the tunes du jour, the song of the day. Jazz is what I hear when I walk down the street. Jazz is there in the dark at the heart of the night. Jazz is the dialogue between the two sides of my brain, my soul's soliloquy. Jazz is the tap, tap, tribal talk my body makes in joyful dance. Jazz is a humanistic future in a sectarian time, the godless waltz of brotherhood. Jazz is the great know-nothing to religion. Jazz is the heavenly human creation. Everybody's got their own kind of rhythm. Everybody's got their own sweet song. My song is sung Shaw, and you'll love him. So give him a hand.
Hi Comfest, I'm M. Shaw. So, this is a little awkward. This is a story about learning how to masturbate. Well, about me learning how to masturbate, at least partially. Well, okay. Actually, that part is fairly straightforward. I had a nocturnal emission, and I'd heard about sex, and I knew it was supposed to feel good. But as with most things that 9-year-olds know about adult life, there was some information missing. And in my case, that information mainly had to do with what sex actually is. So this happened, and I was like, oh, that was sex. Figuring out how to make it work without help from my sleeping brain didn't take long. So I went on like this for a while. And then one night after my mom turned out the lights for bedtime, I was doing it and I was like, I am so stupid. This isn't sex. You're supposed to have sex with somebody. Now I was pretty sure that I was heterosexual, so in my case I knew that I was faking it until I found a girl to have sex with. Luckily my best friend was a girl. So I went up to her one day, pulled her behind the playground slide or whatever, I don't remember. And I was like, Lisa, you will not believe what I figured out. So I took out my penis. I mean, we've been best friends since kindergarten. She's seen it before. And I showed her. Now she sort of stood there the whole time with her head cocked to one side. And when I finished, she was like, oh, that's really nice. I want to try. So she took out her penis and started to give it a shot. I was a little surprised. I was like, Lisa, you have one of those? And she was like, sure, doesn't everybody? And I mean, look, I didn't have any sisters, okay? And I was still at that age where my mom wasn't a girl, my mom was my mom, end of story. So really I had no reason not to believe Lisa. I mean, I used to wonder why other boys my age didn't hang out with girls, like if there was something so different about them that we were supposed to shun each other. I even asked Lisa about it. I was like, Lisa, is there some difference between boys and girls that would make us not want to be friends? And she was like, not that I know of, and clearly she was right. So after she got into work, I was like, so that was sex, right? We just had sex? And she was like, no, I don't think that was sex. Which disappointed me. Because as far as I could tell, we had fulfilled all the criteria, which meant that I must be missing something else big. She said, I think we have to swap fluids. I've heard that expression used before. So we spent a while debating over what this meant, and eventually, don't ask me how, but eventually we settled on the idea that we had to trade clothes. How we managed to do this without getting caught is beyond me. I wasn't even paying that close attention. I was figuring shit out. I felt wise and mature and invincible. And I sure as hell didn't care what the future saw, which apparently was nothing. So we swapped everything down to our undies. I put hers on and I was like, these feel a little tight. She was like, yeah, I've always thought so too. After we finished, I mean, when we were completely dressed, I asked, so are we done? How long do we have to do this? And she said, I think when we're done, we'll know it. That's all we remember. Maybe we should walk around for a while. Which we did. And at that point, people finally started to notice us. Which did not go well. Laughed at,